everybody, back to another episode of Our Warped World. It is Mark and it is Andrea. We have not been on in a while.
I know you missed us.
Well, I think everybody misses us. That's how we have a full room here tonight. I mean, I already got to give that up. Everybody already came. We had a full room. We'll be going around and making introductions and everything.
Hey, question for you.
Oh, no. All right.
Yes. I thought you changed our intro music.
Not yet. It's still being worked on. We have a guy that's going to do where he's doing a whole new intro. I do have a guy.
What are you, the Godfather?
But the guy doesn't. The guy hasn't been coming through, so I got to know what's going on with the guy. But we have a guy. He's going to do a whole intro. It's going to be fun. It's going to be.
I know, but you played something once that was different, so I thought.
Well, that was for the show that didn't work out 2 weeks ago.
You didn't post that one?
It didn't work. But anyways, back to it. So, anyways, Andrea, what have you been doing? You got anything going on in the last 3 weeks or anything like that? What's been interesting that people want to hear about?
Well, you probably don't want to hear about it, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Me and PJ have been pretty domesticated.
Again, who is PJ?
PJ's my boyfriend.
Yeah. No, I mean, all right, good.
No, I love him. Anyway, so we are moving in together and just doing some deep cleaning. Oh, my God. Anyways. So we've been doing some deep cleaning, and I painted a wall and did some redecorating. So it's just been fun being domesticated. Nothing super crazy.
Wow.
But the other day, PJ has been working long hours, and he worked a whole gun show and whatever. So he
works.
Yes, he works. But he works a lot. Anyway, he was exhausted, and he was like falling asleep over. And so I grabbed my blanket, and I like turn over, and I just look at him like, "Hey, babe. Do you want to talk?" And the look on his face, dude, it was like I hurt him almost. And then I just started laughing. I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. And then he starts laughing like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so glad that.
Do any guys in the room right now ever want to hear? Do you want to talk? Any guy? I even got a girl over here saying, "I know." Just shut. We'll get to you, Parallel. I don't even want to. He's the only one shaking his head, and he's doing that on purpose. You guys will eventually meet Parallel here pretty quick. But that's a cute. You guys are nesting. You guys are doing what couples do.
Yeah,
Thank you. I don't know if that was a. I mean,
I just want to let you know that
I'm welcome anytime.
Yes. No, I don't want to go that far. No, I trying to convince PJ to let me get a baby brother for Phoebe and name him Wallace.
Wallace and Phoebe. Oh, another one of these things?
Yes.
The whore dog?
Yeah.
We'll talk about the whore dog at another time. But
Damn.
I have big news. Now, of course, you know the show is always about me. I mean, if it's not, it's all you guys. Everyone in this room knows. If you don't know, it's always about me. But you're looking at the new Golden Glover for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Damn straight. There was a guy in front of me with a walker. I kicked it out from under him. I freaking
You're the man,
If you guys
dude.
don't know what a Golden Glover is, you have to be over 55, and you are on the field shagging foul balls during the game. So out of 178, I was one of 12 chosen, and so I get my schedule, and we do our first two preseason games, the 22nd or 20, whenever the Guardians are here. Their last two.
Are you the only bald guy?
No, there's actually 4 of us. We were actually starting a little thing.
It's probably like they're trying to turn a new leaf.
I think so. They want to get the ball guys out there. There's other ball guys. I'm taking it. We're beautiful, and that's a whole nother show.
If people start talking crap, you can have the sun reflect off your head.
Yeah, this is a big fuck you. Is what
Can I ask a question?
Uh-oh.
How did you qualify? What did you have to do to, like, are you the fastest runner?
You have to be loud.
I didn't. The paramedics didn't see me, so I didn't. I passed all the blood tests. No, so they invite. If you're over, you apply, and they did open tryouts one year apparently, and like 250 people showed up at this high school field, and all kinds of shit happened, and blah blah blah. So now,
the paramedics there.
Yeah, now you actually have to apply online. You have to apply. They pick you. So I had to get a special waiver because I didn't turn 55 until after the tryout. So,
what
but
was the tryout? What did you have to do?
So you go and you go to the Diamondbacks spring training thing. They put you with coaches and they start hitting you fly balls and and ground balls, and you gotta grab them, and then you gotta run to second base. Yeah, you had to run to second base.
He is the fastest runner.
Yeah, they were calling me whippersnapper because I was one.
You didn't have a walker with you?
Yeah, well, I told you, I was like, yo, man, you're not getting this job. This is mine today. But
he stole
I was like, this
made it off kilter.
Yeah, you know what? Get out of my way, old man. That's how I was. So
maybe you had a walker that had like the seat on it, so he could take a break out there.
Yeah,
sit down.
We had one guy in an electric scooter. I got it.
That's funny.
Called it Rusty. But I'm starting there, so it's kind of cool. I'm excited. They give you all kinds of perks too. So I get my own baseball cards.
Health insurance.
My own baseball cards. I get my own intro music. So I get on the screen whenever I'm introed every game. It says it's my intro music, which I did pick "Devour" by Shinedown. So they kind of like that. So it was pretty. It's different than New York, or whatever some of these old people were saying. I don't even know. Some of them, I think they were. Charlie Chaplin, I think, was doing an intro
old
song.
Man story.
It is. Well, it's called the Golden Glovers. So,
Can you get silver sneakers?
No,
to go to the gym now.
That would be cool.
You can you could go to the gym for free when you're so old. It's called silver sneakers
I just want you guys to know that I'm going to be pretty big at the end of this. I mean, I'm going to be
on TV.
On
And he's
TV
gonna
all
make
the
his
time.
third podcast. Follow me in my days as a Golden Glover.
Yeah, exactly. The Golden Guest.
No, you just need to wear a GoPro and make it not a podcast.
I wonder
so
if
we
they
can
would
watch
let
it.
me. That would be awesome. But we're already going to go and hold up signs of me. It's all about me. Again, this is all about me. So I'll
We've
tell you
talked
what I'm
about
going to
this.
be going.
He's going to call off the right fielder in his second game and get fired.
Yeah, I got it. Get out of my way, Mitch. I got this.
Bitch, I got this.
Okay, so you guys have been, that's my story. So you guys have been hearing Sam. Sam is back. Give her a little bit of love. Sam is back.
Sam's back.
We do love when Sam's
It's
back.
like bringing sexy back.
Sam is
right?
here to promote her new show.
I didn't know I was doing that today, but okay.
Yeah, so tell
have a
us
new
all
show?
about it.
So I have a TikTok live account with my sister, and we are doing surprise jewelry reveals with Rise, and it is a lot of fun. So
What is with Rise? What is that?
Rise is like it's like Tupperware. It's like like we're a consultant with them. Basically.
And how's it been working?
It's fun. It's fun, except for I'm really scared that Tab is going to electrocute me or ruin my computer because there's water involved and a lot of electronics. But yeah.
So do you guys sell things or how?
Yeah, jewelry. So we sterling silver necklace, earrings, charms, bracelets, rings.
Well, it's a plug, and we're going to do it all night long. But
Okay.
what happens?
So you don't know what you're buying. You get to pick the accessory. So like if you want a ring or a necklace or whatever you want, and it's in a little bauble, and it's in a package, and you get to pick which color package you want, and then we open it and we dump it in a bottle, a bowl of water. And it fizzes like it's like a science project, when you used to make the volcano.
Yeah.
And it would go. So it's like that. And then we take the bauble out, open it, reveal it. And if you do not like it, you can trade it because we have trade boards with other jewelry on it. So
Wow.
so it's kind of fun.
Yeah, that does
It's
sound
it's
kind of
surprise jewelry
interesting.
reveals, yeah.
That's kind of
That is
cool.
fun.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. Wow.
So we are
Why does the
beaching
water
brew house.
bubble?
Huh?
Why does the water bubble?
I don't know. The science.
I don't know.
Because of the powder. Oh, sorry. There's powder in that, the package.
I've called Bill Nye. I've been trying to get him on the show for a while, but unfortunately,
Nye,
the science guy. We're trying. So, well, and now our special guest tonight. Give it up for Parallel, everybody. Yes, Parallel. We're going to get to you in the next segment, but tell us a little about you before we start getting into your segment.
First of all, we got to just talk about how awesome his shirt is.
His shirt is pretty awesome. Yeah.
It's pretty
You got to stand up. Oh, that's okay. You don't talk to strangers, and it's an alien looking down at three kids and wanting to shake their hand.
And it says safety
And then it
education.
says safety education.
Well, also, hopefully they don't have puppies in the little spaceship.
Yeah.
Is there puppies in the space? What's flying behind it? Is somebody getting
spaceship.
picked into it?
Yep.
No, there's no
pretty-
puppies. I'm just saying, don't
Oh.
the van that comes down with the puppy. Don't get in the van.
I got into that van.
I did too.
It's a whole nother show.
I know, right?
But Parallel, tell us about yourself. How do we know each other? We've been friends for a while now, sir. So,
Yep.
and we put you on
Paralleling
for a hell of a reason, which we're going to get to. But tell us about yourself.
I don't know where to begin. Boy, I'm on the spot.
You are. We're all staring at him. We're like, come on, Parallel.
Fine, I need a bone throw at me.
You were born a poor black child.
That's right.
Start out. How do we know each other? How are we friends?
He too was born as a
Poor black child. We played in the churches in South Carolina.
And there was.
And there
It was because we all held hands together.
But Parallel is a good friend of ours that looks at life in a metaphysical way, and that's what we're going to be discussing tonight. Different ways of looking at life, and different way of looking at energies and auras, maybe a couple conspiracies thrown in there. Yeah. So that's what we're in for. But so what do you, just to tease everybody, what made you start thinking metaphysically and what you were doing? Because then we're going to go to break, and then we're going to pick it all up.
All right. Well, I've had a long life of a disability, and so being slower than everybody else, I just kind of started watching people and watching how they moved. And I noticed that I could predict stuff, their next move.
So when we get the next thing, I'm going to ask how. This is just a prelude of what I like to hear.
Yeah.
So,
and so then I started noticing other things. After the peripheral, I started noticing that there's movements and other things going on. And then I just kind of started realizing that there's more to our life than going to work and playing the surviving game, I guess.
okay, that's what. This is why we brought. Parallel has got. You'll sit with him and you'll drink a couple beers, and you'll at the end of the conversation you'll be like, you're either going, "What the fuck did he just say?" or you're like, "Holy crap! Okay, you got valid points." And most of the time, it's valid points on what you're talking about. So I'm really excited about taking a small little break, getting you back on here, and let's start delving into the metaphysical parallel. All right, guys. We decided to fade in each segment now with music. Maybe we'll do fade out too. I don't know.
Yeah, it
we
makes
have
us
fade in.
happy.
It does make us happy. It's a pretty cool thing. So, anyways, like I said, we have Parallel in the house, everybody.
Whoop.
Now, Parallel is a unique individual. We love him. He is a welcome friend anytime we're anywhere. We love listening to him. So, Parallel, we want to start out with your metaphysical, where you think you started, how you believe you were or born or made, or just the fun stuff now.
Some fun stuff. How I was made. All right. I think I was made in a dream.
Okay.
And I was killed in that dream. And when I was waking up, I thought that they saved my life. However, they didn't. I am now parallel.
Okay.
I come into the parallel realm.
Right there. Anyone got any questions? Because I'm sure we can go in 1,000 ways with this. But
like parallel universe then, or like very close to our own.
Yeah. Correct.
And
yes.
then what is of yourself in the original, where you were born in the dream?
So I was an officer of the law, and I was a plainclothes officer in my 50s. And
okay, so I'm going to interrupt. Right, what was the fashion like? Was the fashion like you were like in the 70s? Was it in the 1800s? You know,
it was 70s. I was wearing a plaid brown shirt, corduroy type pants, khaki, and I was walking down a dark alley, and I got shot in my ankle. And when I hit the ground, several rounds went in my back. And another officer arrived, a black officer, and he was holding me. And he says, "Brother, don't go. Help's on the way." And I could hear the sirens. And so I was moving counterclockwise above my body. And I could see everything that was going on.
Now, your body, the one you recognize now or a different one?
The one I recognize as leaving.
Okay, so it's not what you're looking at in the mirror right now.
Not who I am now.
Okay.
No, I become me after that. So I followed the white light, and at that moment, I'm in the hospital, and I thought I was saved.
As who? I guess I'm trying. Who?
I thought I was this officer being saved.
Okay, gotcha. That's what. Okay.
And as I was opening my eyes and they're checking my eyes, I hear the doctor say, "You have a son." And I'm like, I wasn't saved. I'm like, huh. So from that point on, I've been cognate with my life. I see things different. I don't know if I'm in a coma in the 70s and I'm here living it or not, because I see so much strange and bizarre things.
Okay, and then so we're gonna. That's what we want to divulge on. We want to hear what you believe you're seeing, what you're hearing.
Okay. I don't know if you guys remember a movie, creepy as hell, Jacob's Ladder.
I never saw it. I know wasn't that a Stephen King novel?
No, it's where Timothy Robbins is. Well, maybe it was, but it was where Timothy Robbins was the star of the movie, and he had been under like some heavy drugs by the U.S. government. He was in Vietnam, and then when he got shot, and right before he died, he lived another life within a life. It was very creepy. I mean, you want to be scared, have the willy scared out of you, see Jacob's Ladder. It was really good.
Yeah, but Parallel doesn't seem. You seem at ease now.
But Parallel's kind of talking about the same thing when it's like he already thought that he was being saved, but then at the same time here he is Parallel.
Yep, you chase that white light, you're falling out of something's vagina. Just saying.
Yeah,
And there we go.
Here we are.
Well, what I
So the officer is gone.
The officer, yes. However, might not be, because I have residual from that life, and I call it my kill shot, and it was my right ankle that got blown out by a 38, and I have a birthmark from that, and I walk around yet to this day with foot problem.
Okay, so do you believe as like only recognizing one life back? So do you think the cop that you were only realized one life before what he was, and then you're just living that cop life, and now when you're done with this life, that your new life will just remember who Parallel is? Do you understand what I'm saying? Is it only one life back?
That I'm unsure of, because this is new to me as well. However, now I have dreams where I'm a lot more other people.
Like, okay, well, let's expand on that. What? Okay.
So who are we when we go to sleep for 8 hours? During the day, our day is 16 hours, and we are who we are right now, jibber jabbering with all of us as friends. But when you go to sleep, who are you? Where's your body go? Where's your mind go to reset? Well, it's during those moments that you're your other yous. So this is where the parallel realms come in, and frequencies and dimensions. And I don't even like to call it a dimension. It's a realm. It's a different vibration. And so your consciousness will take you to the next a light consciousness, and you will connect, and you will be that person. I had this dream not long ago that I'm standing in line and I have to pee, and it's the guy's restroom, and we're at my family and I'm thinking as me here standing in line, like I got to hurry up and pee and get back to my family, but it's a dream. And come to find out, I'm a chick standing in the guy's bathroom to go pee, and they're like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "What do you mean, what's wrong with me? I have to go pee." And they're like, "Aren't you in the wrong restroom?" And I'm just like, "What in the hell?" And at that moment, I'm like, whoop. And I sit up in bed, and I'm like, "Oh, I guess I have to go pee." I'm like, and also I was a chick standing in line. I was me, but I was the chick having to go pee at the same time, and she's standing in the guy's line. So
Well, have you seen the line in the ladies' room?
It's crazy. Yeah. But I'm also thinking that
I don't blame 'em.
a psychiatrist could have a field day with this. I'm thinking they can make quite a bit of money. I don't know.
So, do you think that we're all like in the parallel, like you are? You're just in tune with it, or
yes.
Okay, so we all have.
We're different us's.
But wouldn't we?
Not when we're sleeping. I mean, like cop. Like, do you think that we're all a parallel of something else? We just don't have recollection of it.
Yes.
Okay.
And how many people do you think have recollection of it?
Well, a few, because you have remote viewers.
Do you have people that we don't know, or is there, I don't know, on every route, a group, a Facebook thing? Do you have people that see these, and I'm just trying to be honest here, that you guys get together and talk about these things, or?
No, thank you. It's first time, first come. And, I'm earning my coin tonight.
No, I just didn't know if there were other people that saw these. I think it's a valid question, isn't it?
Yeah, what I want to know is how is this? Is this like a same thing as reincarnation?
Yeah, I would have to say so. I think this is what makes us eternal now, is once you connect and you can figure, we're aligned like in the Matrix. We're all strings hanging down, and doesn't matter where that string is and how you move it. That's where you are in this realm, and you can go forward or backwards. And so if you had a deja vu moment, and you're like, oh, I've been there and done that. But then you're like, but I've never been here before. And you're like, I had a dream about this when I was 8. Well, if you're dreaming back and forth like that, you kick the bucket here when you're old. You start over at 8, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm 8, and I was an old person. You can jump around on these lines. You can go anywhere you want. We're not confined to these bodies per se.
Are you? So if you jump back when you pass, it makes sense. I understand exactly what you're saying. You're back. Are you living the same life what you lived at that point, though? I mean, are you just reliving it? It's like Groundhog Day a little bit. I'm wondering how you can make those changes, or what you do.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to have all the answers yet.
Yeah,
I just don't know if that's.
Where I'm at now is, I don't know. I'm thrown for a loop, Mark.
It's an interesting theory. I mean, it really is. It's something that
Can you, like you said, you can jump back and forth between these lines?
Yes.
Do you personally, because you have recollections, can you make yourself go back and forth? Like, how you pick up a dream?
Right.
They fall,
Yeah.
So can you decide to go back if you wanted to, or no?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
So well, I guess.
But to become this cop thing, or go back to being this cop, that I don't know.
Okay, that's what I was.
Yeah.
Because I guess if the cop didn't live,
you couldn't go back.
you can't go back. Yeah, that's
right.
the finality of it. But the good thing is you don't really realize that you're dead until later in your theory. And and that could be relaxing to a lot of people, to be honest with you.
So, and these dreams and that, I'm a 14, 15-year-old Corky. I got, I hate to say it, Down syndrome, but Corky is a good way to put it. Yeah. Blonde hair, blue eyed, stocky little kid, and
I remember the kid. And you're talking about TV.
Yeah,
TV stuff.
And I had this dream that my spouse and I were in a Uber, and the Uber got stuck. Something happened, and so I jump out and I go, I'm going to run in this building and hit the restroom. And my spouse says, I'm going to call and get us a different ride. And I'm like, all right. And I go walking in this building, and this girl looks at me and she's giving me this weird look. And I'm looking at her like, why are you looking at me all weird? Well, where's the restroom? And she's like, don't be dumb. You know where it's at. And I'm like, all right. Like, okay. And so I just start walking in this dream, and I go walking into into this hallway of a house, and I go walking into the restroom, and I go to wash my hands, and I look down, and I have a life of disability, so my hands look different, and all of a sudden I realized I'm not me. I'm me, but I'm not me, because those aren't my hands. And so then I'm looking in the mirror.
You did realize another life then outside of the cop life.
Yes.
Okay.
But
all right.
Like this one, yeah, I told you that I'm different people in the dream.
Right.
Yeah. And so when the teenage version of me looked in the mirror and I looked in the mirror at the same time, I saw what I look like now, and it freaked the kid out, and he jumped backwards. Well, while we were looking in the mirror, when I go walking in, then the girl was looking at me all odd, and you know where the restroom's at. there's a big, huge goose egg on my forehead. Like it's the biggest bump that anyone could have ever seen. And I'm like, okay, what the hell? And I'm like, I have Down syndrome. And I'm just like, okay, what the hell? And I'm cognate. And I go walking out, and my dad in this dream, he's like, hey, I don't have time messing around. I got to hurry up and shower, get the head off to work or whatever. And he goes, and pick up your shoes. You keep tripping on them. And I was like, what? And all of a sudden, I'm in bed. I wake up, and I'm just like, what in the hell? So, yeah, we can go into...
Yeah, those are pretty... I mean, I have dreams when I'm stoned, but it's usually of me sleeping on a therapeutic bed or something, to be honest with you. They're never really that in depth. Those are crazy.
What about people that have dreams but they don't remember? Like they go to bed and they wait, it's like black and they wake up.
Well, you got to train your mind to remember.
Oh.
So drink a glass of water and make yourself get up and go pee when you don't normally do it and go back to bed and then see where you're at. I notice, like, when I sleep in the morning longer than I normally would, then I have these like dreams where I'm like, that's it, I'm up out of bed. I don't want to be that person, whoever that is today. And it's trippy. I mean, I have so many stories to share, but we're not going to waste your show with that tonight.
Oh, you're not wasting our time with anything. But
So
okay.
I have very vivid dreams, but I never see myself in them. I'm always looking, but like I'll be with my sister or my dad, but that's not them. Like it's a different person standing there.
Right.
It's not you. That's interesting.
Well, I don't see me. Like I'm just like I don't see my body right now unless I look down, but I don't see my face. Right. So I'm just
The
walking
avatar.
through.
It's
I
like
see
you're
a lot of
watching it as a
three-breasted
movie.
women in my dreams. I don't like them.
Why would you wake up?
I did not.
He doesn't.
I do. I motorboat all three all the way through. It's freaking awesome. So
Mark's been experimenting with different blends lately.
it is. Those are my dreams. Exactly. Oh, weed. Yes. But so okay. So let's switch gears now because you say you see not so great stuff. You see demons. You see walking around. I mean, and Dave had a very good point earlier that did you ever see good people? Did you ever see, I guess, what would be classified as angels, or did you see people waiting to get somewhere,
Yeah,
or
by-
they're waiting for
By
a
the way,
train to take
listeners,
them?
I think we talked about this before the show.
Yes. So I'm wondering. I mean, are you, in your dreams, are you seeing people waiting to get on a train to go somewhere, maybe where they think their destination is?
Absolutely.
Okay, so explain, please. I mean,
I don't know what they're doing. I'm
well, no, what you see, or what you see when you see good or bad.
Oh, so
A little more closer, Jason. The microphone,
okay.
please. There you go.
Is it
Parallel.
better?
They're
Is
at parallel.
that good?
I get. I'll cut it. Yeah.
You have parallel, Jason.
Okay, but yeah, I'll cut that. But
So we all think that we're going through life and nobody is watching. We're all watched.
by who?
The being God, your guardian angels, family, bad entities, good entities, demons, gargoyles, I guess, for some.
Okay, and why do you believe that? Why or how?
How do you get to this point?
Yeah,
where
how do you-
see
exactly.
these things? Okay. So I was awakened one night in the early morning. I get up early for work anyways, and it was like 2:30 in the morning, 2004, and I get this hand shaking my shoulder and shaking me awake, and I feel a hand, and I start looking down, and inside my head I could hear, "Don't be alarmed. You need to come with us. You need to come with us. You need to come with us. Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. You need to come with us. You need to come with us." And I'm like, what in the hell? And I'm looking down, and I see 3 fingers and a thumb, and I start looking up, and all those gray beings that they're always showing on TV, and the movie Paul, all those beings. There's 3 of them in my room, and they came to me through a portal in the wall. It seemed like.
It
And
seemed like, or did they
it
just
looked
appear? I
like
guess
in my. It just. Okay, so they shook me awake, and
So they were already there. You didn't
they're
look on the wall and there was something or jump
so
through it.
they were in the room and they shook me awake. And the one was close to me, the one was towards the middle of the bed, and then the other one was at the end of the bed, and they're all staring at me. But they talked harmonically, like row, row, row your boat, row, row, you know, in a melody. And at that point, I hear my daughter say, "Whoa, there's something in my room." And at that moment, it took me out of the trance. And then I saw the things that I was out of the dream state, and I'm like, "Oh no, shit, this is reality." And so I go running out of my room to go save my 6-year-old, and I go in the room and the kids are sleeping, and I'm like, "What now? This is weird." I'm all, okay, so I'm wide awake, and I was like, that was no dream, and I don't sleepwalk, and I don't run into my kid's room, you know, dead sleep, and just jump up and run. So I go through work, and I start talking to a couple of my buddies, and I'm like, I had something weird happen like an hour or two ago this morning, and I just want to bounce it off you. One of them, we call him Shit Stain Wayne, and he's like, "You was getting abducted," and I'm like, "Well, maybe. I don't know what I saw, but I saw how they left." And he was like, "How did they leave?" And I go, "They went through the wall." And it closed like a flicking out of, like when you turn off the TV set as a kid and you'd watch it go to that little light and then boop, and it was like that on the wall. And I was like, what the hell? So from that point on, being awake from that moment, then things that are attracted to those type of energies when your mind's open start showing themselves. They just don't go. They're all around us, and it became more profound from that moment on.
Oh, okay. That's yeah, they're interesting takes. I mean, you don't hear them every day. I mean, so these are definitely something interesting that people, I think, at least have to listen to and kind of. I mean, there are going to be your naysayers, parallel. Oh, you do take another LSD tablet or fucking, do another line of coke, brother, before you go stay up for the next 4 days. So what do you tell your naysayers before we go into our next segment?
Actually, before we get to that, since I know Parallel pretty well, I do believe that you had brought up that you talked to your family about it later. And can you explain what went from that?
Bring me closer. What? Wait, say what?
Didn't it end up that your family had brought up kind of being part of that experience as well?
Oh yeah. So when I was awakened in the morning and I was talking to the guys at work, and I got home from work, I waited for my spouse, and she comes through the door, and I said, "Hey, I gotta tell you something weird happened." And so from that moment of being awakened, my daughter and I can talk with telepathy. We can think things to each other, and we know what we're talking about without talking. The telepathy's strong. So here's this 6-year-old that all of a sudden learns it on the fly, and I'm 30 something, and I'm like just learning this, and so it was really bizarre. So here's this 6-year-old hearing me talk to my wife, but I'm talking like, okay, something bizarre. And she comes out of her room and she was like, Mom, Dad saved our life. They come through our closet. They come through the closet, and Dad come running in, and she goes and scared the shit out of him. She was like, scared the shit out of him.
Well, we're gonna. I don't know about you guys, but I think we got to have Parallel on again, man. I mean, I think we just dipped into like a little bit of a. Just an area. I mean, we probably talk like this all night. We've been rambling on, and nobody's even said any. It's incredible as I'm dropping everything over here, but. Yeah, we want you on again because it's got to be pretty interesting. I think you've got way more stories for us.
Like people that are psychics, or I don't even know what the proper. They're in tune with
the mediums.
Yeah.
Right. like they have similar experiences, or they're just not like one or the other is more receptive of it than the other.
Yeah. So being in tune like that, it's fun to go to psychics and fortune tellers, because usually I'll get they'll hold me and they'll hold the hand or whatever, their hand reader, and then the first thing out of their mouth is, "Why you testing me?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" And they make all sorts of faces and stuff, and they're like, you know. Okay, well, good. I know you know now too.
Yeah, that's a great question, because I would, because could you tell if there are some psychics that are just full of shit? They're
I was just gonna ask that.
yeah.
'Cause
Oh yeah. So when you're connected and you have guardian angels, let's just say a guardian angel, somebody that watches over you. Let's just call it an angel. And intuition, you get that sense. You're like, oh, that person's full of shit, or you just get the intuition, and you get that because of.
Okay, so what if that person's looking at you saying you're full of shit?
Well, yeah.
And then I tell them that's the reason why my eyes are brown. Good gosh, I'm full of it.
What if so people that they got a feeling that something's going to happen, or they kind of know it's going to happen, and then it happens? Are they just like you when you were born, you remember it, but then when I was saying aliens, but when they came through the wall and you woke up, you were more open to it? And so, do you think could it possibly be that if you have that ability but you haven't reached full capacity, that if you went to somewhere they were like, oh, you know why you're here, and you didn't even know, you just kind of have ironic things happen?
And we've had this ironic things happen. I have that happen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Again, you're fascinating. I don't know if I believe a lot of it. I love you, so I want to believe that's what has happened to you in life and has made you the person that you are. I hope. I really do.
what do you think people like? I have a really good sense of people. I can tell for the most part within a few seconds whether or
I'm
not.
just going to introduce every guy to you then.
Because there's this, so at one of my jobs, I walked in on somebody, and I think just because of ways that I grew up too, but I can read people pretty quick, and so it's my boss was interviewing her, and just for a second I was like, no, I don't like her. I was like, I don't know, I don't like her, and then they were like, when she left, I was like, I don't know, I just get a weird vibe, I don't like her, and everyone's like, oh, come on, Andy, give her a chance. Well, here we are 2 months later. Everyone's like, fuck that bitch, dude. She sucks. And I'm like, well, I don't want to say I told you so, but here I am.
Did they really say that?
Yes.
So a lot of us,
Not to
a
her
lot of
face.
us don't really notice, but we all see auras and we feel those energies, and so when you start feeling truth, okay, so I'm a no filtered guy because I've already seen it. I'm walking testament for a lot of other reasons, and so I'm first to usually call the bullshit, and I'll be the first to stir the pot, and I'll be the first to jump in the face and be like, prove me wrong, and they're like, okay, and they're like, so. You can do you can talk with telepathy to your kids, and that what else can you do? And I'm like, telekinesis stuff. And they're like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, show me that. I'm like, why is it that I have to show you? Why do I have to prove it to you? Because when I do it, you're going to be like, oh, I did some sort of magic trick in front of you, but yet all I did was just manipulate the energy around the container. And so you just get to the point where you find the likeness in people and the truthfulness, and I can weed people out pretty quick. Yeah. And so a lot of us don't realize that we can see those auras and that. But when you're daydreaming and you're looking past somebody and all of a sudden you see the color, they're like, whoa, looks like the light's on behind them. That's when you start paying attention to all the other fun stuff. We all have it. We're all the same. We're all in the same. We all have this. And so what I found out is you either you do it or you don't do it. You don't try it. There is no try. You're either doing it or you're not doing it. And so I come to the conclusion there is no. Like, I could do that. Like, oh, so you Geller can bend a spoon. Well, I could do that. Okay. So then I start meditating, focusing my energy, and next thing I know, all of a sudden the utensil's bending and rolling up like a tighter than a sleeping bag. And people are like, how did you do that? And it's just like, well, we all have that.
And that's no bullshit. I saw it right in front of me. I still don't know how to do it, but I saw it.
Yeah. And so
right, maybe I'm a no, but they literally did it right in front of me, and it was astonishing.
And it scared a lot of people. I made new friends and lost friends, all in like a matter of rolling a utensil into a straw.
Like, do you have to like complete silence, like total focus, or?
So what I did was you got to take the no out of everybody, and I threw a epic party, and so my girls were little, and I'm like, okay, let's show a cool trick, and it was a Halloween party, and I said, I got it. I go, we're gonna get utensils. We're going to teach people to bend forks, spoons, knives, whatever, with their mind. And my kids are like, cool, because they saw me do it. They could do it. So let's teach people how to do this. So we had this party, and I got everybody was well off. The no was out of their head. So I talked them into how to focus their energy with the ball of light above their head and filling their body and then releasing it into the utensil. And at that moment, I heard a lot of gasps and people are like, it's melting and I'm doing it. And other people are like, this is fucking retarded. You guys have lost your minds. But before this party, my daughters and I, we buy $40 of utensils over at Goodwill. And get up to the counter, and one daughter picked forks and the other spoons, and they were like, "How much silver you got there, sir?" I was like, "I don't know. That's your job. You guys count it out." And they're like, "All the forks and spoons, but no knives." And then my oldest daughter says, "My dad's going to teach people how to bend these with their minds." And the cashier's following her, mirroring her sideways. And it was the funniest stuff. And they're like, we want to come to this party. So now we're at the party, and I'm already moving objects. Like I could just move objects and bend metal, and so I'm talking people on how to focus their energy. And all the people at the party, it was two guys in their mid-50s that listened and was able to do it. And I was like, out of all those people, I was happy that two was able to do it, even with all the people just teasing us. And it was like, whatever. So after they saw them do it, I got hounded for about a half hour. And I was like, fine, let's go inside. If y'all want to learn, just shut up and listen. And they're like, all right. So I walk them through the process, focus the energy, release it into the utensil. And at that moment when I was telling people how to do that, a friend of mine took a picture of me, and I have all these orbs zigzagging around me, and I look like mist, like a shadow of smoke being blown out from a cigarette. Like I was there but not there. I was, and at that moment the picture was taken, and there's all these lights zipping around me. Well, after the party, we found all these bent utensils. Like, people were able to do it, and it scared the shit out of a lot of people. They were like, but we all have this energy. We all have this capability. It's just you have to take the no out of your head.
Well, that's awesome.
So when you did it at first, you said you had everybody focus on, pull that energy. Were you using their energy, or you were just?
We all used the collective energy.
Okay,
we just
so it was collective.
It was we're all imagining our own balls
question.
of energy.
Is that like a universal energy, or is it like a collective of the people around you?
I think well, that's where belief comes in. And if you believe, look what happens. You don't believe, look what happens. So belief is pretty powerful in faith. And if you believe that you can do it, or even if you don't have the belief that you can do it, somehow your body believes it can do it and it does it. And so when I was picturing the gold orb over my head, I pictured everybody with their own light bulb globe over their head. And did it connect us all? Perhaps. But not everybody was able to do it. Only a select few, but it was enough to where it was convincing and it scared the shit out of both sides.
That sounds like the Church of Parallel, man. We should, it's for no Scientology or anything like that. Join Parallel!
Can I ask a question about your girls?
Yeah.
So they got this ability much younger than you did when you.
Yes.
So, do you have to have conversations with them about like people accepting that if like because it's not a normal conversation at that age at school or with friends or not to do things to freak people out or show it because it is an amazing ability, so you don't want to hide it and they shouldn't hide it, but like what is that like how do you
But if they show it,
like that's what I'm saying, like
it's like a superhero movie,
That's
it's
exactly
gonna
what I was
yeah,
thinking,
it's like a
well, it's
superhero.
it's
Like
a great
X-Men.
ability to have,
Yeah.
Well,
you know.
so no matter what the stories are and however the kids say it and stuff, kids just don't believe kids. And you could be as truthful or not, and kids are dumb. And they don't see it. Their parents are like, you can't do that. Don't do that. You're not allowed. No, there's no such thing as that. Well, yeah, we were not like that. So we're like, yeah, you probably did see that, or that did go on, and so it made them really perceptive to a lot of stuff. But then it made one of the children. She sees things a lot different than a lot of us do, and
So you don't just think that's a personality? It's a personality trait?
No, because when all of a sudden I think a lot of it was just learned and watched.
All right.
Do you think that kids that might have that ability to do it that by their parents shutting it down, they just kind of lose it or block it out or ignore it then?
So, like little kid, I saw a ghost over there, mama. And I don't see anything, baby. But the child sees stuff because the child has not learned the no.
Okay, that's what I was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or being that a young child could be from the,
And
could be like kind of the same as you being the detective from the life before. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how many of you, listening right now in this room have heard about kids being reborn and talking about their past lives like immediately, and then it kind of fades away. But where they tell amazing stories, like for instance about like flying a Corsair in World War II, and then they're like, no, Corsairs didn't fly off of that ship. But then they come to find out, no, did happen to be 2 Corsairs on that ship, which was rare.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's astonishing what you hear from like a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old that remembers this. But then I guess maybe the way the realms work, because as they get older, it just kind of fades away.
That's an awesome way of it's been fascinating. It's been totally cool talking to you, and we're hoping that you can get back here and you're going to stick around because we got a game we're going to be playing. We're actually going to be moving into a segment where you will be dumber if you listen to this next segment. You'll definitely be dumber. But
they've already listened to the show.
Let's give it up for Parrot. God, that was a heck of an interview. I like that, and we're going to be right back. Isn't the anticipation great? You have to wait for that 15-second intro song every time we're coming back in. It's kind of great. It's like anticipating what we're going to be doing. But now we are at the point of the program that
we've all been waiting for.
Everybody's been waiting. Of course, Parallel stole the show, so I don't know. But We will be a dumber person for witnessing this, but we are going to. I'm getting up there in age where hair is starting to come into certain places that I don't really like, and they're.
I think that's why he talks so loud.
It's
the
just
ear hair
the ear hair. I
clogs
can't hear. You're actually right. So we have decided, with the help of our cosmetology.
I'm a licensed professional.
So yeah, she's
Cosmetologist.
the. Are we allowed to smoke on the air? Yeah. Okay. I'll smoke on the.
I don't know that rule. I don't see why not.
But anyways.
Are they watching it?
Perfectly.
We are
legal
going to
in
do
the
this
state of
live.
Arizona.
Now I am going. I'm going to move over here. Okay,
They
so
call it
this
the
is.
Roganing.
Now you sure? How many times have you done this?
Multiple times.
No, I mean like 3,
gonna-
4.
At least 10.
I don't know if that makes me feel like.
Any intimate.
What am I doing?
See if you can please hear me.
Yes.
Okay, so can you hear me, Jace? Or jump parallel? Yes.
Jump parallel.
Okay,
it's
so
fine.
parallel. Dave, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So.
The parallel.
All right. So we're doing this live, right? Where are they seeing us?
We're not live.
We're just.
not live. We're just
well,
recording.
we're not live. We're trying to get everybody
we couldn't
involved.
get to live, remember?
I don't know. Okay, so this is what's going to happen.
We're doing
Apparently,
post live stuff.
Getting in the way again.
what are you looking for?
I don't know.
This is. This is she's only had 3 beers. Oh
Not
no.
even.
Yeah. I'm stoned. So we're going to see how this is going to work.
All right, let's roll.
All right. So what do we do? Here we go.
Okay,
All right.
so we're gonna wax what first? The nose.
My butt.
No.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do.
Here,
cow.
it's doing.
Hey, thank you. What I need you to do is put your head back.
You want to sit in that one?
It might be easier
Yes,
for that
come
one.
over here, little guys. Come here, little bud.
Okay. All right. Let's move. All right.
Watch
Okay.
out,
So.
Book. Put your head back.
Oh no. Well, we're doing the ears. I don't know
we're
how the
doing the
nose is
nose.
going to go. Oh, we're doing the nose
Yes,
first?
lift up.
Oh, this is.
Okay, here we go. I'm a licensed professional. Don't try this at home.
Well, it's warm. Are you doing a COVID test? What the hell are you doing? Is that what you do to your clients?
No.
Tell me what you're going to pull.
Hold on, it's not done setting.
This is going to suck. Look at they're all looking at me over there. Look at all them.
Okay, I don't know.
Oh, no.
No, we're still going.
So how long, will this stick by itself?
Yeah, it's hard wax.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
You've been wanting to do this.
I'm watching. I'm like,
This is
dude,
not right.
I can't
This
wait
is
to
not
hear
right,
him
not right.
scream.
I don't like when she's whispering over there.
It's not ready.
How long does this take?
Well, I think your hot air.
And what happens if I sneeze? Oops. Ew, that's
I
gross.
hope.
Oh no.
Ready?
Sound like
Give-
a,
Give me a countdown.
3, 2.
Ow!
Damn!
Ow!
Look at that.
Ah! God. Am I bleeding?
And by the way, Donna's a true professional. She didn't get all the way to 1.
There, God, there's something.
You
There's
pulled-
a big
you
chunk
pulled her-
still in there. How do I get that out?
Oh.
Well, lean your head back.
Well, I'm gonna have to pick it. You're gonna. It's a pick. Oh. Ow! God,
he's a
ow!
professional.
Dear Lord!
Look at that. He got his thumb right in there. He got his thumb right in there.
You can't use that. You got to put the thing over it.
And that's not a booger. That is not a booger. That's wax. It might be. I don't know what's been taken out of that nose right now. I have no idea.
Everyone
Dear
thinks
God,
it's
I don't know if I
funny,
want to
but
go to the
it's
ear at all.
not.
What are we doing next?
We're doing the other nostril.
Oh my God. This is awful. This is. I told you nobody would be smarter after watching
Okay.
this or listening
Head
to this.
back.
Oh.
No, spin the chair. Spin the chair.
Spin the chair. I feel like I'm in a titty bar. Do you remember
Okay,
you do
okay.
that? Turn the
You
chair
need
around.
to lift your leg.
Yeah, that's what she says in the titty bar too.
Holy
Right before I got to give $20. So
Spin. This, keep going.
okay, I don't know how to do this. I've never gotten waxed.
Obviously. Head back.
Look at even my dog's freaking out.
Okay, take a deep breath.
Look at Donald sitting there laughing at me.
Okay, ready? And we're doing the other side.
Oh, it feels so good there.
I know, the warm.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Is that the one that you did your feet in the other day? So good.
Is that the fondue?
Oh yeah.
And you pulled on 2. You didn't do on
Microwave
3 or
I
1,
know.
whatever.
I don't want to get this in your mustache, but
Dear God, it feels like you're doing a COVID test.
why are you being such a baby?
Because I don't think a lot of people do this, especially at my age. They just
A
let
lot
it grow.
of people do it. Actually,
How much do you charge for this?
oh, it's like I don't do this.
Do you charge per nose?
Well, I don't do this, but you can charge up to like $20, 25
I think it actually depends how much they complain. So you're up to about $30 right now.
I think they count it by the hairs.
What do you think? We should do this
Ah,
with
count
unibrow
the
too?
hair.
or-
No, we're not
Afterwards.
doing my unibrow.
I want
I
to
like-
do his unibrow.
This is great. Hey, so, listen, I might be single after this guy, so you ladies out there, you turned on by this, let me know.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Funny.
Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Move the mic. 1, 2, 3.
Ow! God bless! Ow! God! What the hell is going on? I don't know. I can breathe a lot better, but dear God, no.
Literally a bloody booger on this.
Oh my God! This is awful. How
Did all
often do
the
people
hair
do
from
this?
Your head go into your nose.
Oh
and
my
ears?
God! This is my
That's the
eyes
thing,
are
it just-
watering on
it
that
started
one.
going inward versus outward.
You gotta get close up on
How do
this.
I get that?
Oh, it's just really.
Ow! Ow! God, dear God. Did you get a close up of that? That's dear God. Okay. Get these last 2 done.
These are the longest.
So we can get to our stupid game and end this damn nightmare. Jason, I know what you're parallel. I know what you're feeling right now. I'm seeing all kinds of demons.
Did you call me Jameson?
Oh my God, that one hurt. That one
Guys,
hurt.
this is like the longest, deepest.
I think you pulled out my nasal cavity. I think my nasal cavity is gone.
Nope. She found the old COVID.
God, I haven't
test.
breathed this good in ages, and I'm not whistling either when I breathe in. Usually it goes.
Listen, I don't think we should do your ears, but I do want to do your unibrow.
No, we're doing the ears.
That's where
This is what I
went.
told everybody I was getting done. We're doing the ears.
He was like,
If you puncture me or
all
anything like
those
that,
years.
all
I
right.
was wondering
Here we
where
go.
that Lego
Last 2
went.
ears.
where did
I
that
knew
Lego
he
went?
did it.
Yeah.
They're pretty hairy.
That's where that 8-ball went.
No, this isn't turning into Steve Carell and the 40-year-old virgin or anything like that.
Hey, just down by where he has that tattoo that says "Welcome, strangers."
Should I wax this piece of hair you missed on your ear?
Just, will you stop? Just pull the damn hair. Ooh,
You
it's,
have to let
ooh, it's warm.
it. You have to let it get hard.
See, that's where it messes with you. It fucks with you. It's like, ooh, yeah. And then it's like, ah.
Don't know
That's
what to
exactly
think
how it
of
goes,
that.
too. Well, this isn't normal for your hoo-ha.
Did she just say you have to let it get hard?
the bruja that
Yeah.
waxes her hoo-ha.
How much is a Brazilian wax nowadays?
$65.
Holy crap.
Well, yeah. Who
Do
else
girls
wants
want
to
that
do
done by a guy or by a girl?
I don't care whoever gets the cleanest.
Hmm?
But I've always get it done by women.
I guess it'd be like
Challenge
being a
accepted.
gynecologist. You just
Challenge
get bored of it. You're like, yeah, all right, you know.
Yeah, I know my new job now.
Don't you think if you see vaginas all day, last thing you want to
see.
come home to is a vagina?
Got this.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Don't yell into the mic. No one wants to hear you that much.
Yeah, we do.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Just kidding. Oh, God. You didn't even get it. Oh, God.
Wait, it's in
You're-
there.
Oh,
It's in there.
you're going to have to take me to the emergency room.
It's in there.
Yeah, I know. I can't hear anything.
I have an idea.
Oh, dear God.
Did you get it?
Yeah, it's
Oh, my
there.
God. No, she didn't get it. It's right freaking there. Ow.
Got it that time.
God damn.
Yes, there is, little buddy.
That is so.
Ow!
I watched
I,
half of it.
I would demand my money back. Dear God.
You sound like the little kids that I cut their hair for the first time.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't hurt like this.
I really was hoping you'd be like, Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson. Okay, are we finish this so we can move on? No more. Ouch! Stop! She's a bitch.
You've got a whole nother ear to do.
I know. Just
Why
get it
am I
done.
Because I'm taking that wax
Yes,
off you.
dear God. I
like-
feel lighter though.
Nice haircut.
Yeah.
I can see it from here.
Hey, can we do it up here? You know, can you?
Yeah, I could.
No, I don't know.
Okay, roll.
All right.
Only if it's in the form.
All right,
of
this
a-
is it, guys. This is it. And you guys are weirdly getting into this. Is what's weird about this, okay?
I found a new fetish.
Dude, all right, here we go. I'm gonna get fired
on,
from the
come
D-back
on.
job.
Hey, roll.
They have a reputation.
Okay, you ready? I need you to roll a little bit closer to me.
Roll that beautiful ear footage. Oh, that's what you need. Okay.
And then come closer so I don't get it on your chair.
So how long will this last now? This
It should
waxing?
last them a couple weeks.
This is so weird that.
Ready? Tilt
All right.
your head.
Oh.
You old people are crazy. Oh.
Again, it just gets you into a very. You're like, oh, it's so warm. It's like getting in a jacuzzi, and then having that jacuzzi put acid in it, and you're burning in it like hell. Oh, you should use a bad joke. Oh God.
Huh?
How long is it going to be to get all this wax out?
Most of it's out.
It took you 6 times.
The trip to the emergency room.
Oh, you got to warn me.
I will. I'm
That'll be
letting it-
$1,500.
I'm letting it get hard.
You got to warn me. I'm waiting for it to get hard, okay?
It's not the first time he's heard that.
Is that how you speak to all your uncles? Dear Lord.
Okay, are we ready to
What?
move on?
It's the same thing as this.
Can we quit John talking here? Just get this over with.
Yeah, I can just pull this off.
I think. You pulled ear off there. You pulled ear off. No.
No.
One, one, two, three.
God almighty! Ouch! Ow!
That was awesome. That was like one of
What do
those.
you mean that was awesome? There's all kinds of wax in there.
Yeah, it's
That was
hard wax.
awesome.
Give it a second.
Oh.
Dude, so now what are you gonna do now that you have a cast of his ear
okay.
canal?
It's okay.
I think the next segment maybe is gonna.
Ouch!
I'm not doing his Brazilian.
Ouch! Ouch!
There's
Ow!
only like 4.
God! Ow!
Oh, that was a good one. Did you hear it?
Ouch! Are we done?
It's like when you pop a zip by your ear and you heard that.
Ow!
There's one more.
Ow!
That is a lot.
God!
There's one more.
Oh,
sorry.
Hey, can you see all the way through that too?
Yeah.
That's weird. I see blue light.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
I'm kidding.
There you go, bud.
Oh my God! We're done with this. Like, we are done.
Thank
Oh, I
you.
told you you'd be stupider at the end of listening to this. We're coming
I'm
back with the
so
end of our
glad.
game and the end of our
Herlo
night.
goes-
Thank
Herlo
God.
goes funny.
We are back for our final segment, and you know we always do a game on our Warp World, Miss Andrea. We always do. Now,
Yes.
we didn't even get to Parallel's conspiracy theories that when he comes on at another time, we'll start talking about, because those are just as fun. So today's game, you know, we're always helping the public. You know, we're always there for people. We're a benefit to society, me and you, Andrea. We really are. So,
I think so.
yeah, I know so. But what I'm talking about today, it's going to be conspiracy or fake conspiracy. So
Dun,
now we
dun,
all
dun.
know that now conspiracies are always have some truth to them. So that's what I'm saying. There will be no truth to some of these conspiracies. That means it is a fake conspiracy, and there might be some truth that has been proven to the conspiracy that will be a real conspiracy. Does that make sense?
Can you say conspiracy
does.
one more time?
Conspiracies. No, okay, we're going to call it. Okay.
God.
So we will go with parallel first.
All right.
Is this a fake conspiracy
For
or
100.
is this a conspiracy? Disney created the movie Frozen as a distraction.
It's conspiracy.
It's a fake conspiracy. People have long discussed the conspiracy that Walt Disney used cryogenics technology to freeze himself when he died, even though the Disney family says that is not. So the rumor was, and the conspiracy was, he froze himself, and they named the movie Frozen after him, but that was never proven. So that is a fake conspiracy. So you have lost there. All right, so.
Conspiracies not proven.
Well, some of these aren't. This is how you'll know. This is how I've done my research and everything, okay?
It is the procrastination
All
of
right,
truth.
so we're
Basically, conspiracies.
I've got a
versus-
whole list of
proven.
everything.
Do you have-
here of
Do you have
conspiracies
the
and nots.
antidote of that?
The antidote.
Do you have antidote?
The antidote.
But
All
when you got 666 and the name Walt Disney, you don't need to be
All right. So,
cryogenic.
are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Sam,
Yes.
the Denver International Airport is the Illuminati's headquarters.
True. Or not a. That's a conspiracy. Yes, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, ding, 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 ding. Yes, that is a fake
I'm all
conspiracy.
true.
The Illuminati leads to a conspiracy rabbit hole that we're not going to delve into far with, except when it comes to the Denver International Airport.
Isn't it like haunted?
Many Illuminati's believers are convinced it's a secret group's headquarters that is embraced by rumors of poking fun at it, but that hasn't said stop from the
I
Illuminati.
didn't hear
people
Illuminati. I heard aliens.
going. Illuminati. That's where you dumb up America. Remember that one?
Parallel. What do you think? I heard aliens.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Anything that's foreign to
So
us is
far,
alien.
Sam win. Well, it's not really a win game, but so far, Sam's in the lead. All right.
Sam's the winner.
The Dead Baby Project.
What's
Libertarian.
What's the dead
Yeah,
baby
you got any-
project?
Background-
Do you
you got
think
any
it is a
background?
No,
conspiracy?
you have to like tell me
Yeah,
what it
any
is.
background there?
Okay.
I don't.
All right, here we go. The conspiracy surrounding Project Sunshine was in the wake of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They did a research, commenced a major study on the human body.
I think that's a true conspiracy.
That is a true conspiracy. That did happen. The government wasn't technically taking babies. They were taking parts of babies that had already died because they needed tissue to see what nuclear stuff would do on the baby. So, yes, that was proven true. So, absolutely. Well, all right. So, we're back to Mr. Parallel over there. You ready?
Yep.
Okay.
First time loser.
Bad
doesn't get
boobs.
to play?
Oh, sorry. No, I missed Dave. I apologize. Okay, here we go.
missed
Dave, here we go. Bad booze. During Prohibition, the government poisoned alcohol to keep people from drinking.
That is a true conspiracy.
That is a true conspiracy. Yes, crazy conspiracy theories, but they were right. Manufacturers of industrial alcohol have been mixing their product with dangerous chemicals for years due to prohibition. So between 1926 and 1933, the government pushed manufacturers to put stronger poisons in the liquor. So that was proven true. Yes. All right. You ready?
Choose your poison.
All right. The first lady who ran the country. A stroke rendered President Woodrow Wilson incapable of governing, and his wife surreptitiously stepped in.
I don't know. It was before my time.
Well, but
Which one?
Yeah, exactly. We should venture back.
I loved it.
You said it,
Come
but
on
you
now.
were thinking
In
it.
this multiple choice, you only have A or B. So you got that
it's
going for you.
it's an absolute fake.
No. Wilson did suffer a debilitating stroke towards the end of his presidency, but the government felt it was in the best country's interest to keep things quiet. The public didn't learn about the stroke for months, either which his time Edith Wilson made all the executive decisions.
Isn't that what a vice president's for?
Well, I guess not back
Not then.
in President Woodrow Wilson.
Hello.
Biden's
Hello.
Biden.
That's you too. All
Look
right.
at Joe Biden.
Okay. Are we ready? Who's up?
Sam.
Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
The Titanic didn't actually sink.
That is a wait. So it's
It was the other one.
no. So if it's true, that means it has not been proven, correct?
No, if you think there's no truth to the matter, it is fake. If you
Full-blown
think there's some,
conspiracy, if
right.
you think
I think that's a conspiracy. People-
You are right. Yes, the Titanic, the tragic accident, has been a topic of many conspiracy theories over the year, including that it was another one of the ocean's liners, the Olympics, that
Yeah, it's
crashed
just
into it.
It's just rolling around Nova Scotia.
Yeah,
right now.
exactly.
It's
All right.
fine.
All right. All right. Last round. You ready?
I'm here.
All right.
Bonus round.
Bonus round. It is. It's bonus. It's bonus. All right. All right. Government mind control.
Oh, yes.
The CIA was testing LSD and other hallucinogenic drugs on Americans in a top secret experiment on behavior modification.
True.
That is true. Yes. The program, known as MK Ultra, it was real. The CIA started by using volunteers. The novelist Ken Kersey was one notable subject, but the program's head soon began dosing people without other people's knowledge, and it ended up being canceled. There are 11 controversial medical theories based on that conspiracy.
Isn't that where the LSD saints come
Yes,
from?
all right, we're almost, here we go. This is it. Last three. All right,
LSD saints.
here we go.
No takers.
Internet routers can lead to harmful 5G radiation.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're asking me. False conspiracy.
False, yes. 5G truthers circulated news that Faraday cages around internet routers help prevent radiation from 5G. The real kicker, these cages block all electromagnetic radiation, including Wi-Fi. There is no truth to that at all.
Yeah, you died for me in too many hot dogs.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Last one, parallel.
I'll try.
Airplane exhaust trails are filled with chemicals.
Yes, it's conspiracy.
It's a fake. There's nothing like a government poison conspiracy. Most people have hopped on board with theorists who made the claim that the airplane's exhaust trail caused by low temperatures and high altitude is actually chemicals or the government trying to get you sick.
Well, you missed out
So-
the government part.
Well, okay.
So-
all
No,
right.
I mean like
Well, all right. All right.
that's a
we're-
big part of figuring out if
Oh,
it's true.
well, okay.
Right. Okay. So let's just go back. How
Okay,
about-
the last one. Here we go.
Wait a minute. There's got to be chemicals.
yeah.
That's
No,
what I'm saying. He's
it's
missing
not.
the
It's
government
No
part.
carbon,
It's-
oxygen. you
No,
know,
all it is when you're. It's the. No,
Like you're not supposed to stand behind a car and like suck in the exhaust. People die from that.
Yeah. You want dioxide,
You know.
not
You know what?
monoxide.
I'm just going by what I looked up. Okay, do you guys want to make the game?
You're missing the part about the government doing it.
He did good. It's his
Thanks.
glasses.
Thank you, Parallel. Okay, all right.
Great.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. The
You're the
Dalai
winner.
Lama's impressive salary. The Dalai Lama is a CIA agent.
Absolutely.
Yeah, true. I
That
think.
is true. Perhaps the reason the Dalai Lama is smiling in all those photos has something to do with the six-figure salary he pulled down from the U.S. government during the 1960s. According to classified intelligence, he earned $180,000 in connection with funding of the Tiberian resistance to the tune of $1.7 million per year. So the Dalai Lama was getting it all from us, man. Everybody gets it from the States, man. That's just awful. Well, that was fun.
USA.
Yeah, you guys.
That was good.
What'd you think about conspiracy, fake conspiracy? Listen, it's the games are they're okay.
not bad.
Real
Yeah,
conspiracy.
right, man.
yeah, it wasn't
It's
bad.
all
But
right.
so let's give it up for a Parallel tonight. Yay, Parallel. Of course, the ever popular Sam. Yay! Sam, plug it one more time. Plug what we're.
Beaching Brujas Bling on TikTok. It is a live jewelry reveal. Say that 10 times. Jewelry reveal. TikTok live show.
Fantastic.
For jewelry, we got all actual real 925 sterling silver. So it's fun. We fizz things.
And hopefully they'll get Bill Nye, the science guy, in.
Bill, that's what we wanted to see.
Seriously,
how
when,
That
it's,
would be
when it's
great.
like a dud, I get so upset and I like have to redo it. So I've like
That's what
I've
Holly
like
says.
backup fizzed. Like
That's what my wife says.
Alka Seltzer.
yeah, but hot water works better than just like regular water. So it is science.
Let's make with the 8 people that listen to this podcast, we're going to make you rich. Okay, we're going to
thank
do
you.
it. So if I don't get fired by the Diamondbacks, I hope I hope I'm going to be starting. Dave,
Do you
thank
get
you
paid
for
for the Diamondbacks?
My
yes,
pleasure.
it's like just to get an hour. it's like
Minimum wage.
yeah. So you're
So,
doing
wait.
just out of the joy of your heart, okay?
To be on
Andrea,
TV.
always good to see you. We're going to be back in a couple of weeks. We're gonna get this all over the way. Guys, we love you all.